Anyone who owns a PS5 was graced with a free game on their console called Astro's Playroom, which perfectly encapsulates what makes a PS5 great, especially with the DualSense controllers. Ever since playing that game, me and a lot of other gamers out there have wondered, what would Team Asobi do with a full-fledged release using the Astro's Playroom Filmora? Luckily, we got that in 2024 with Astrobot. The glare's so bad. Moving on. I know we were only at 6 on my list, but I feel extremely confident in what I'm about to say. Astrobot is a perfect video game. There's nothing about it that doesn't exist for the sole purpose of making you grin gleefully like a child on Christmas morning. Every button press in this adorably charming platformer is expertly crafted to make sure you are having a blast while you do it. The game is an absolute honor to play as a PlayStation fan, especially with how many Easter eggs and homages to the consoles we all love. Let's get into some of the nitty-gritty on why it's so great. First off, the looks and sounds of this game are unrivaled. The art style is incredible, the colors are bright and joyful, and the music absolutely slaps. Gameplay is about as crisp and pinpoint accurate as you could want a game to be. Jumps, glides, spins, attacks, all of it feels incredible to play, especially with how much they use the haptic feedback in the DualSense controller. Every step you take with Astro is perfectly replicated based on the surface, whether it's metal, snow, leaves, or water. It's one of the most immersive games I've ever played, and I couldn't help but get the Platinum Trophy. I mentioned that it's an homage to PlayStation, and that's because of the 300 bots you are rescuing that serve as the collectibles in the levels. Each level has some basic bots to save, but also each level is themed around a specific game's character. The names are adorable and don't flat out say who they are, but if you know the game and characters, the way they describe them are always fun to read. And when you find them, they go into the Hub Oasis planet where they are like a giant PlayStation museum. We can run up to them and watch them hang out with each other. They also have a gotcha machine where you can spend the coins you find in the levels to get extra items for these characters. For example, when you find Crash Bandicoot, you can go to the gotcha machine and get the Aku mask that'll fly around him and play with them. Sly Cooper, you can buy a safe that makes it so he's trying to like crack into the safe. For Lara Croft and Tomb Raider, you can get a raptor that just chases her around the island. And just all of these bots have that extra item or side character or something that just makes it feel like it's a little snapshot. Well, PC update, come on, I'm recording here. It's like a little snapshot of like someone out there, it's their favorite PlayStation game and their favorite character. And like me, when I saw Sly, I could not get enough of it. It is such a cool touch. I haven't mentioned the story of the game, which as a platformer isn't anything groundbreaking. Astro's mothership that looks like a giant PS5 is attacked by an alien who destroys the ship and spreads out the key parts like a hard drive or SSD into these different galaxies that Astro has to go rescue. It's just enough of a thread to keep you moving along and provide context for what you're doing. The boss fights that wrap up each of these galaxies are absolutely breathtaking. They all use a specific gimmick that you use in the levels leading up to the final boss level. There are these double punching gloves, a dog on your back that makes you dash forward, and many others that I don't want to spoil. The boss fights shown in the trailer were a Donkey Kong-like gorilla and a huge octopus that just provides such fun wrinkles to other mechanics you have been using and are surprisingly in-depth. All of it just comes down to one simple statement. It's just fun to play, and that's what video games are supposed to be. The game launched with some platforming challenge levels as well, and some of them are incredibly difficult and fun to master. You have to make it through the whole level without dying, and not having those checkpoints gives some really intense gameplay. It's a simple game overall, so the way they still included something a little sweaty for those wanting a challenge too, just adds to how there is something for everyone in this game. I actually, this morning, today is December 15th as the time of recording. This morning, I played these extra speed running levels they added into the game, which were a lot of fun. Gave some extra fun bots to get that I don't want to spoil as well from some more newer games, I would say. And then they also added a Winter Wonderland Christmas level to go find some extra bots. You use all the different, the dog, all the other special, I don't want to spoil, powers you get in the other levels. All of them are in this one big level. And it was just super fun to go through. And of course, it's adorable. It's super Christmassy, perfect for this time of year. I don't want to spoil my favorite part of the game too much, but after you beat a galaxy, you unlock a special bot that is an iconic PlayStation character. And then that opens up a special level for that bot where you play as that bot using mechanics that are so close to how their own games play. I was stunned by this revelation. If you have been a fan of PlayStation, especially since the PS4 and PS5, let's just say you will be absolutely gobsmacked by these levels. Josh and I will be doing the Swirly Awards again this year, and these levels will be in the running for oh shit moment of the year. You just have to play these and see what I'm talking about. It took me about 20 hours to do everything there is to play in Astrobot, including getting the Platinum Trophy as I mentioned before. And there wasn't a single second of those 20 hours where I wasn't having just the time of my life playing a video game. I don't think there's anybody on planet Earth, if you like video games at all, you would like Astrobot. There's something for everyone. It's just a perfect video game. And of all the games on my list, maybe outside of what number 1 is, I think this is my biggest recommendation of if you're looking at a list of 2024 games, what should I play? Astrobot is right up there with the rest of them. Go give this game a try and you won't regret it.